The methods of embalming or treating the dead body that the ancient Egyptians used is called mummification. In this video, we are going to talk about why Egyptians mummified their bodies and what is the process of mummification. A mummy is a person or animal whose soft tissues has been preserved. Egyptian mummies are intentional, meaning that people performed specific rituals or processes on the remains of a person or animal to preserve soft tissue. Some mummies are unintentional, which means natural conditions preserve the soft tissue, things like skin and muscle. Egyptians could think of no life better than the present, and they wanted to be sure it would continue after death. The Egyptians believed that the mummified body was the home for their soul or spirit. If the body was destroyed, the spirit might be lost. Who was mummified? After death, the pharaohs of Egypt usually were mummified and buried in tombs. Members of nobility and officials were also mummified. For religious reasons, some animals were also mummified: baboons, cats, birds, crocodiles, bulls, etc. The process of mummification. Wash the body. The first step in the Egyptian mummification process was washing the body with water from the Nile River, which was sacred because it helped their crops grow. Removing the brain. The next step was removing the brain using a brain hook. They discarded the brain. Remove the organs. Next, the priests would remove other internal organs. The heart was the most important since they believed it was the seat of one's spirit being. Canopic jars. The four sons of Horus. Each organ was put in one of four canopic jars to be protected by one of the four sons of Horus. Natron. After the priests removed the organs, they covered the body inside and outside with natron. Natron is a naturally occurring salt from the Egyptian desert that absorbs moisture and fat. They had to replace the natron every couple weeks. This portion of the process lasted about 40 days. Wrap the body. Next, it was time to wrap the mummy. Wrapping the mummy was symbolic in many ways. As the arms and legs were wrapped, the priest read spells to protect and reawaken it in the afterlife. Adorn the body. The priests tucked amulets into the mummy's wrappings. An amulet is an object that people believe will protect the person who carries it. The ancient Egyptians believed the amulets would ensure safe passage and existence in the afterlife. For example, King Tut had over 140 amulets scattered through his wrappings. The ancient Egyptians would include a heart scab beetle and pectoral with the wrapped mummy. They would also put a mask over the wrapped mummy's face. They were concerned that the mummy's spirit wouldn't recognize their body because the face was covered with wrappings. Opening of the mouth. This is the opening of the mouth ceremony, where the priest restored the mummy's 5 senses. The mummy would need their senses in the afterlife. Place in coffin. The mummy would be interred in a coffin which could take several different shapes. Weighing of the heart. The ancient Egyptians believed their heart would be weighed on these scales against the feather of the goddess Maat. Maat represented the idea of order, which in this context meant what is right. This scene also features Anubis, the god of embalming. He has the head of a jackal. Archaeologists and Egyptologists still finding mummies today. Studying mummies can help us learn more about past cultures and develop improved vaccines and other treatments. If you like this video, then please share, like and subscribe to my channel.